Good morning, guys. Today, not much is happening. I'm gonna show you what we got for $70 at both Trader Joe's and Sprouts. And I gotta show you these things. Lenny and Larry's complete cookies. Now look how many grams of protein it has per cookie. And look at all the stuff it doesn't have. No cholesterol, no trans fat, no sugar, alcohol, non-GMO, no soy. So we got that in white chocolate macadamia and peanut butter. The polenta, even the polenta is organic. Capers, also organic, they're not in vinegar. Oh. And the most expensive vegetable of all, an organic red bell pepper, which was $2 each. $2 freaking dollars for a bell pepper. But I'm a fool, so of course I spent $2 on a bell pepper because it said organic. And so this mountain of food was $70. No tax. And oh yeah, baking powder. Yeah, so this lasts more than a week, but then we keep buying more food, and that's why I'm saying that lead a kind of wasteful life. But you know, in a way, if we're not spending a whole lot of money on other stuff, then why not just buy whatever kind of food we want to get?
The only thing that sucks is the taste of it.
Okay, I'm gonna try one of these out for you guys. These cookies are like $2.50, but Sprouts has a sale on them right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't even get them. Look how large this cookie. Gonna have to share it. Unfortunately, I'll have to share it. Oh, it's so soft. They didn't have the double chocolate chip one, but this is like a close second to that. I need to show you guys something weird. Something that you probably haven't seen. Lychees or lychees or whatever. So these were grown somewhere in the San Fernando Valley. I don't know. I want to show you how funky it looks inside. And I realize they don't really taste as good as, you know, those prepackaged lychees. I don't know if they add sugar. Look how weird. Yeah, this. It's so weird. It has a big seed inside, but you expect it to taste really sweet, and it's not. Funky.
Your knife skills are more elegant.
So we're making the chicken fajitas. I keep wanting to say chicken fajitas. It's all those years of making fun of chicken fajitas. Okay, well, this is the sauce we're gonna use. Fajita skillet sauce with chipotle and lime. You need a small onion, poblano pepper, which we'll use the Anaheim chili, red bell pepper, 1.5 pounds boneless chicken or skirt steak, and 1 pouch of this, and warm tortillas. So that's why we're making it for lunch, because it's gonna cook in 15 minutes. Got the chicken breast all cut up. Okay, we got all of the vegetables cut up. I think we'll just use granulated garlic powder. Yeah. Okay, so the first step, I guess, is to saute these guys in the pan first with some, I think it says 1 tablespoon of oil, and then you take them out of the pan and then you cook the chicken separately. So let's do that. Peppers are cooking. We just put a little bit of garlic powder and some salt. So we're going to cook this till they're wilted. Okay, so it's done. The veggies are all wilted, but the peppers are still kind of crunchy. So now we're going to take these off and put them onto a plate and then cook the chicken. This is 1 huge chicken breast. I don't know if that was a pound. But it should be enough for the 2 of us for lunch. Oh, I think I have to turn the heat back on. Can't cook without the heat. This is gonna be good. I think it costs more to have the bell pepper in this dish than to have the chicken. Pretty sad, but it's gonna be a good meal. It's got everything we need. Okay, so we're just heating up the sauce and we'll add everything back in. Chicken. So I pretty much cooked the chicken all the way through. Add the peppers. I'm just gonna stir it all together, get everybody happy, get me happy. And I hope Rick Bayless is good on this one. He's been pretty good on the other one so far. So we heated up the tortillas, and these are just flour tortillas. We heat them up by putting them over the open fire on the stove. I don't really like to microwave my tortillas. And then you get a little bit of that crispiness that I personally like. Hopefully all that sauce won't tear up the tortilla too bad. Okay. Definitely tastes pretty authentic, kind of like a chicken fajita. I don't know what else to say. Tastes really good. Not too salty, but has a lot of that pepper flavor. I think I need to put some cayenne pepper on this. There we go. Okay, now it's complete. Yep. That's what it was missing, Rick Bayless. Some red pepper. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this now. Guys, so change of plans. No New Hall refinery today because while we were out, almost saw somebody get killed. And what was happening was this pedestrian was on the corner, and then somebody was going to turn right, and they were about to turn right without looking to their right, and then the pedestrian actually had to put his hands onto the hood and actually tap on the car to tell him to stop. So I figure it's not a good time to go driving around today. I don't know if it's a full moon or what, but yeah, we're gonna just stay home and probably eat the rest of the chicken fajitas. But anyway, I wanted to show you how I do the budgeting, and usually I do this in my head, or I do it just quickly on a piece of on a notepad or a sticky, and then it takes like 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes out of maybe every 2 weeks. So it's not really that hard, but it helps keep me on track on what we can put into the savings and stuff like that. So I won't give you like hard numbers that are my personal numbers, but I'll just give you some examples. Okay, so I'm on Excel, and all I did was just this simple list of expenses, and these are just kind of, they're close to the amounts that we personally pay, but you know, they obviously they'll vary. And you can see that this expense right here is definitely the highest, so I put that as the number one. And you can see that student loans are at the bottom, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not important to me. It's just that the student loans have a long term period of payoff, so they kind of also go by priority too. So obviously food and housing, number one priorities, and then there's the car stuff, and then everything else. Okay, so you just put the amounts, and then you pick a cell, and then you click on this auto sum, and all you do is type in like B2, B3, B4, B5. So all the cells that have the amounts, you put them into the auto sum, and this gives you the total of an approximation of what you're paying in expenses every month. So, and you might have other expenses too. Just think long and hard about what you spend on every month. I didn't include stuff like eating out or entertainment, so you might want to add that, factor that in. If you pay for health insurance, add that in. You know, everything that is an expense, a regular monthly expense for you, that's what you should put on this column. Okay, and then you're going to make a separate worksheet down here that's going to show like how much you make every month. So I'm going to give you not what we personally make every month, but something just as an example. And what I like to do is income after taxes. So let's say this is your income after taxes. Okay, now you're going to take this number, you double click on this, you just click on this number right here, and then you're gonna click right here where there's these arrows, then click on subtract, and then you're going to click on whatever box that expense total is, and then you're gonna hit enter. Okay, and so this will be what you're able to kind of play around with every month. So you can take half of it and put it into a savings account, take the other half and put it into your investments. That's basically how we do it. And it's really useful to just have all your expenses listed out so that you can kind of see, you know, maybe you can cut some expenses out of certain things. If they're equal to each other, then we've got a problem. So, you know, there's always got to be something over here. Okay. If you can try to live off of one person's income, and you're basically saving the other person's income. That way, if one person loses their income, you are still able to technically survive, even though you might not be able to save any money. At the very least, you're still able to take care of your obligations. It's kind of difficult to determine how much you're spending on stuff when all you do is just get the numbers on a receipt and then you throw the receipt away. You don't really think about it that much. And I don't know of any people who still balance their checkbooks. And with the online banking thing, it's kind of inconvenient to even balance a checkbook when all you have to do is sign on to your account online and then just look at your statements that way. It just makes it easy for us to fall into a trap of like not knowing how healthy our bank accounts are. And that's why you still have to sit down, take a few minutes to yourself at least once a week, just to see if you're on track. I hope that helps some of you guys out there who are kind of struggling with, you know, where to start. It's so easy to start. All you need to do is actually do it. Actually take the time to flesh it all out. And it looks kind of scary because you don't want to face these numbers. You know, you don't want to look at this and say, oh my God, I am spending that much on this. But it really makes you think about how you're living. I said we're not going to get the refiner's fries, but I will show you how to make them someday. But today is just a crazy day. Don't want to drive. So I'd rather just stay home. Okay. See you guys later.